can see, it's snowing. Maybe you can see it, I don't know. I've got ice in my mustache right now. It's lower 20s today, at this moment. And I'm going to get out here and practice building a shelter in the cold. All I have is a tarp. I'm going to try to do it with no fire and just see how long I can stay out here with minimal clothes on. No, I'm not. I'm going in the house. It's freezing cold. But there's a million other channels you can go try and find that stuff if you want to. I'm going in the house. Alright, so I got a tip from a viewer on our channel, and I also listened to Rich a little bit. And he's talking about my knives. This old cheapo survival knife right here with the welded blade to the hilt. As they said, don't use it. So I've had 2 people tell me that. I'm not going to use it. Hey, point taken. As far as just survival, I'm sticking with my friend knife. It's razor sharp as always, and it has a very thick, full tang blade that, you know, I would not be afraid to beat on. I just don't want to stab with it because it has no hilt, you know, no way of stopping that little chunk in the blade will stop. But if I was to go over that in a stabbing motion and my hand run up on that, man, I would be in serious trouble. So a guy told me to go out and get an old bayonet, and if I'm going to stab something, I got this old bayonet. It's got a nice big ring right here to keep my hand from slipping over. Big old grip, just for sticking. This is all this is going to be for, just in case I need it. And if I'm at that point to where I need this, we have a problem. The shooting has failed, and you know, we have bigger fish to fry. So that's what I'm going to stick with. And I don't have any way. This is just the way my dad had it. He gave it to me, and I think I'm going to duct tape it to my backpack so I can hold it there. Just keep it there, you know, somewhat secure, and so that I can pull it if I need it pretty quickly. But I don't even know what, I mean, this is an old knife. It has a triangle with an arrow pointing up on the handle and the sheath, and 187 in the wood. I don't know if you can see that, but no brand name, nothing like that. I don't know if it's like from the 187th. I don't know, but I'm going to use it. Blade's still in pretty decent shape. Very comfortable for stabbing. I can just, you know, feel it. So I'm going to carry a combination of that, and for everyday purpose, you know, I got to have my friend knife. It's just, you know, if it don't, from skinning to cooking, this one's the way to go. So I've upgraded my knife situation thanks to you guys' viewer tips. Since I was on my scalp, that little bit of ice hit, and then it rained, and it rained, and it rained. Then the wind blew 1,000,000 miles an hour all night, all day and all night last night, and now we're getting a little bit of snow, but it's supposed to clear out today. Tell you what, it was cold and wet. Whew. And I'm glad, I'm especially thankful for this roof over my head and that fire back there, because if you didn't have that and you was out there, it'd be a rough one. But anyway, I've never injured myself in the woods on a hunt or anything, and I've been on a billion hunts. Spent many hours in the woods. Every fall and winter I'm in the woods, and just never had a problem. Never come across any emergency situations I couldn't get out of, or I can't even think of any emergency situation ever. So to me, preparing for that kind of stuff just didn't seem like it was that important. I think after you spend so many hours in the woods, you just get a feel for it. And last year I went to the doctor, and I had taken a fall in 2010 that was pretty bad, and over the years it just gotten worse. And last year my leg started going out. I'd hurt my back. I knew I'd hurt my back. The way I fell, I'd pretty much pile drive myself into the ground the way I fell. And it just got to where every day my legs would go out. Every day. And the pain, so I finally went to the doctor, and he took some x-rays and said I had a couple busted vertebrae in my back, with some bone spurs that were causing a lot of trouble. And a disc was gone in between the two vertebrae where they hit like that. The disc was pretty much out of there by now. I mean, it's been 5 years, and the bone spurs were still sticking out, and caused me a lot of pain. So it's caused me to kind of slow down going through the woods. I'm not as fast as I used to be. I'd just take off and boom, gone. Now I have to sit back, study, search, take it nice and easy, take a break. And this year during deer season, I really could tell something was going on, and mentally it affected me because I didn't hunt on my climber at all, and that's what I go to. Always hunting out on my climber. Didn't even get in it this year. Still, put 4 deer in the freezer in half a season. So I had to adjust my tactics. Started adjusting them a little bit, realizing I'm not as mobile as I used to be. And with this, as big as I am, as much weight as I carry, it can really be a problem. So that's kind of what's got my mindset going as far as surviving in the woods. In case something happens, when the doctor tells you, hey, I know you don't want to have surgery, but if your feet go numb, both of them, you've got to come in and we got to do it. So that's always playing in the back of my mind, that I could be out there, my feet going numb, what am I going to do? So that's kind of played the part of why I'm doing this, why I'm getting involved. And I'm not saying this for any kind of sympathy or nothing like that. I'm just telling you, that's my mindset now. My mindset now is, I'm not the tank that can just bowl through the woods anymore. I've got to slow down, pick my paths, and just go at it at an easy pace. And plus still get game. So that's what's kind of probed me into this. I'm looking to the survival community to help me out. You won't see me on a lot of their forums because I don't do forums a whole lot. I have been on the Around the Cabin forum, but a lot of my stuff isn't welcome in the forums because of the scripture I put at the end of it, and that's fine. I'm never going to change that. So that's just, they don't want my stuff because of that. They don't want my stuff. I don't care. I ain't going to quit. So anyway, looking forward to future adventures. Sorry I talked y'all's ear off on this one. Until next time, God bless. Love y'all. See you around. Friend Knife Making. Quality knives made in America. Visit them at www.friendknifemaking.com.